I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you returned, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead. All right. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the idea of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain.
Captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe.
Somebody clean up.
Push on, Mardet.
What was that noise?
Take him down.
Trash that. Dump the body.
Take him down. No! Shot you march!
Error. Employee information not found. Identify yourself. Error. This unit is not experiencing errors. Error. This unit is functioning correctly. There is no need for the intervention of mechanical engineers. Thank you for your cooperation.
Cautious! Infestation encroaching! Error. Owner not found.
You know, what the fuck is happening? Is
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardet.
Take him down. Take him down.
What's that noise?
Attack!
What was that?
No breakfast, hot. Waste of company ammo. Soldier, bring him down! Moving in!
Entering quiet mode. Contaminant warning.
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff. Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please. Thank you.
Have for bars when it's got a storm like that guarding the gates.
Area sanitization assessment. The Labyrinth on Tartarus. Task classification. Easy peasy. Would you like Sam to tidy up this area? Waiting for confirmation command. Confirmation command not received.
Excuse me. Can I just cut through here?
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Oh, what? It's just so weird. You guys are fighting. Come on, move.
Got a promotion coming. Something's not. Hold him right there. Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff. Whoa, nothing. I was just asking. I was going to welcome you aboard. Okay, all right. Take it down! Taste of freedom, asshole!
Welcome to the Iconoclast, asshole.
Sora can see me now!
What was that, huh?
Get him!
What was that?
That's how we fucking do it!
Ha! Gonna sell your shit for beer money. This is for Zora!
These corporate sulfur stains ain't gonna know what hit us.
Hold it. Something about you doesn't look right. Yeah? You're not contagious, are you? Hey, keep your distance. I don't want to get sick.
Kinda cheap. Sort of resets my timer right away.
What's that? Hey! Oh, hold on. I don't recognize you at all.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Of course I do. It's one of the rules. Who the hell are you?
They're all like.
You are? I mean, I am? Oh, no. I was just following protocol. I'll get out of your way. Please, don't put this in your report.
Oh, it's achieved the impossible mission. Wow.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
And... oh, I had heard you were dragging around a repurposed janitorial mechanical. My staff jokes that it's because you're a walking pile of refuse.
Interactive database updated. The unique organic substance labeled Chairman has been classified as filth, imminent for incineration.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman Rockwell, I presume.
My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle. It's PR. It's for the best, really. Believe me, the good people of Byzantium don't want to know what goes on here. I know Halcyon's in rough shape, but riots are the last thing anybody needs right now. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
We're helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way. If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause. You are a captain of action. I'll give you that. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Sure.
Mobile command accepted. Course routed. Relocating.
Heading back.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
Stay down.
Waste of company ammo. Get him! Waste of company ammo.
Nothing there.
You're really doing this, huh?
Difficult job ahead? Consider equipping a pack of Sam's Special Solvent Stain Out Remover. It's ruthless on residual blood splatter.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty. I'm afraid I can't do that. You have a flair for subtlety. If you'd worked for me, you would have been the greatest fixer Halcyon has ever seen. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy. You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony. Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me. Interesting that you think I'm going to die here. I believe I'm more than capable of taking you on. So full of confidence as always. If you're trying to make me nervous, it won't work. I've devoted my entire life to protecting Halcyon. I'm not afraid to die in the line of duty. There isn't much of a board left, thanks to you. You've thrown this system into disarray. Cleaning up your mess will be the work of a lifetime. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells. Rockwell said that. Chairman Rockwell? That's absurd. You're lying. This is another one of your tricks. I've been the chairman's most reliable associate. Chairman Rockwell took your side over mine? That miserable turncoat. I can't believe he'd abandon his duties at the first sign of trouble. I have given the chairman nothing less than a lifetime of loyal, honorable service. And this is how he repays me. By leaving me twisting in the wind. No, neither do I. Rockwell may have abandoned me, but I won't abandon my post. I haven't given up on the program yet. You've caused some complications, but I can improvise. I can fix this. I haven't lost control of the labyrinth yet. Our security system is still operational. I can still put a stop to you. What? You can't be serious. Oh, for the love of the law. All right. Fine. I can see when I've been beaten. Congratulations, Captain. You've outplayed me. I accept your terms and will return Dr. Wells to your care. I just hope you've made the right decision. The fate of the colony is in your hands now. I bid you farewell, Captain.
Okay.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You must have said something to get under Akande's skin. She's gone, and I don't think she's coming back. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, certainly. I'll help however I can. I wasn't trying to hide the truth from you, but after all you've done, I owe you an explanation. Yes, I experimented on the Hope's colonists. Each of my experiments ended in catastrophic failure. Each of my subjects died in agony. You are my first and only success. I didn't tell you about the others because I didn't want to burden you. My failures are my own to bear, not yours. I'm not asking you to forgive me. Law knows I won't forgive myself. but I'm going to try to set things right. My apologies. I need to get a hold of myself. We've far more pressing issues to worry about right now. If you have any more questions, ask me. I'll answer as best I can. You might have heard of the Earth Directorate's frigate. Half the colony's entire military was on that ship. They were returning to Earth when they vanished without a trace. That was 2 years ago. We haven't heard a word from them since. Whatever happened to Earth likely happened to them. I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I don't know why Earth's gone silent. I don't even know if Earth exists anymore. We have no connection back to Earth, and return is likely impossible. We're completely alone out here. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence further cemented Ellie's perspective. She understood she could never truly rely on others, so she set about making sure she wouldn't have to. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She enjoyed a long and infamous career running missions across the system. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with 2 hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony.
You go, Sam.
This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. It was widely suspected that Sophia Akande was the true power behind Chairman Rockwell.
The villain?
However, after the riots on Tartarus,
The Outer
she was
Worlds
never
do
again
villain.
seen in the colony. Various theories circulated as to her fate. Some believed she boarded an interstellar ship capable of journeying to a distant colony. Others believe she died trying to escape Tartarus. Some few suggest she fled to Monarch, where she continued to live among a small band of loyalists. There is another theory, which suggests that Sophia's encounter with you changed her, and she deliberately retreated from public view, but continued supporting the colony in secret. When Dr. Wells began reviving the Hope's colonists, he found himself with a sudden windfall of additional supplies and resources, courtesy of an anonymous donor. If Wells knew who his supplier was, he never told a soul. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
I guess best ending. I don't know. It was kind of hilarious, dude. Akande, you at least talked down Akande. Yeah, I lied to her. I didn't have enough science, and yeah, I didn't have enough science, so I couldn't do the first option. But I lied, and then she just fucked off. And yeah, pretty. This game gets a pass. This game gets a solid pass. The only I didn't like a couple of things about it. It was a bit too stretched, but it seems to be like a problem about these games in general. They tend to have a lot of padding. Creatures kind of need work. And yeah, it was hilarious. The last mission was so all over the fucking place. Yeah, if you have just check out, if you have a chance, check out this last mission that I just did in Prison Break. It was fucking hilarious. Like a little bit hilarious. Because something, I don't know, it just seemed off. I still had a disguise, but neither of people were shooting me, and I just like walked through awkwardly through this like hole in the land. And that was fun. Oh shit! I turned down the wrong thing. Yeah, I should have turned on this thing. Yeah. Creatures need a little bit more work. Out of all like creatures, I think I like the robots most. Giant bugs for like alien. I don't know. I didn't like the monkey-looking thing. The mantis. I guess mantis were fine. And dogs, like Avatar dogs. Avatar dogs without Avatar cats, like, come on, you know. Add like cats. I don't think there were cats in the game. And you know, the game, if it was made by like a small solid team and they turned around a lot of like production money that went into the project, and they're making the second one, it's just really depends if they heard the feedbacks, and if they can improve AI a little bit, so like the bots don't really like, so they like fight better, like FPS firefights. I mean, it's alright. The guns feel alright. The guns feel solid. What sucked about guns that I didn't like, there's not a lot of variety. No grenades. There's like no throwables. They're just a bunch of like a grenade launcher, like 3 grenade launcher, flamethrower, grenade launcher, and plasma. They all look the same, you know. Like the guns super look the same to me. But I guess if somebody's just running through, and if they actually fixed this game on how do you call it, the PSP, I want to say PSP, Nintendo Switch, if they fixed it, and it's pretty solid for like a portable. For a portable game, yeah, it's pretty good. How does Steam Deck run it? Steam Deck. After credit? Any after credits? Come on. I think games should start putting in after credits as well. Steam Deck, The Outer Worlds.
You just caught 24K gold.
I mean, Steam Deck runs it. Steam Deck seems to run it fine with no issues. Like, yeah, this looks in a smaller format. Like, if you play this game on like a smaller screen, this game looks a lot better. You know, if the image is compressed. I've got some footage from here, so since this is the ending, well, it's pretty great watching you play this. I'm home some yeah, man, like I enjoy. I would have been like crying here or something, you know, with being sad and stuff about like shitty endings, you know. It's because it's always like one of those things. In a way, this game wasn't like, I'm trying to think like a game where you absolutely cannot have any spoilers and stuff. Like Last of Us, alright. Like first one, not the second one. Second one apparently fucking was like just trash. This game needs some touch-ups for sure. Well, let's see what's gonna happen with the Outer Worlds 2. I don't think I'm gonna be playing it when it comes out, since it's gonna be like too fucking stupidly over. I like the twist with the Earth. Oh, that the Earth like went went dark. Yeah, it's the twist is there is no twist. It's ambiguous ending. It's sort of it's a presetter for sequel. So it's like, ooh, what's gonna happen on Earth? Why did the Earth, black down or like dark down? And for sure, they're probably gonna have aliens. My predictions for the Outer Worlds 2 is that Earth went dark because it was invaded by the aliens. Okay, and basically the second one will be basically maybe set on your way to Earth and maybe you're actually gonna get to Earth. That could be interesting. And then there's gonna be aliens there. There's gonna be that conspiracy ladies there. There's probably gonna be like all those characters who survived in the first one. But how are they gonna do the second? Is there like a canon ending? Like, because or the second Outlast, I want to say Outlast. Like for the small team, they really have a lot of fucking title run, dude. For a small fucking team. For a small team, this shit's been going for like 3 minutes solid. Usually the best endings canon one, yeah. I guess so. So I guess this was the canon ending, and the second one will continue on. That you'll go and save Earth, because they wouldn't say or talk about Earth that much if it wouldn't be this. And I guess since Wells died, they're probably gonna be like another thing. Like there's a ship of Dr. Wells's, there's just a ship of Dr. Wells's clones. I think Dr. Wells is a clone. I don't know why, but he looks like a clone. Why? Probably from I kind of like first impression of him. I remember watching this trailer like a couple of years ago. Is like, straight up like Rick from Rick and Morty. Like but it kind of like for being main character and being plastered all over everywhere, he kind of wasn't really much in the game. Like maybe it would make better sense if if you would be your companion. It wouldn't make sense. There's like full decapitation in this game, and the themes are a bit like padded down. It's all like fluffy, and damn, small team of 1,000 people. It's like, Trump, like I made a small loan of $1 million. Same thing, like a little bit. I'm joking. It's comparably small to the other like AAA developers out there. But I feel like a lot of this text is just a repeat. Black Shamrock, Predator Studio Management, 3D art, narrative designers, narrative designers. There's 2 narrative designers. Yes, lead environmental artist, 1 environmental 2D concept artist, support, IT support, art. There's like different. Oh, I guess because they were probably. Because you know how like, markets, different games like on different markets they come out differently. Like some of them are like completely different. So I guess if they didn't really want some parts of the game, they're probably cutting it out or they're modding it in. And I guess whoever's modding on behalf of their team are also put in the game too, their names and stuff. Lion Bridge, quality assurance, Goodbye Kansas, director, art director, talent performance, Diana Gardner, Allegra Clark, Goodbye Kansas. There's a lot of fucking people. I like space though. I like space, like spaceships, being captain of a spaceship. I used to play FTL a lot, like Faster Than Light. Always wanted to get into Eve, but I'm like, the moment I'm just what game when I don't know. Like I was thinking, I was very hyped about Hitman 2. I think I'm gonna get Hitman 2 to mix it in a little bit. And I'll be mixing a Hitman with Fallout 4. Fallout 4, I'm just like fucking around in Fallout 4. I didn't do the full playthrough of Fallout 4. I don't know the ending yet of Fallout 4 because I don't know what to choose, who to side with for the canon ending. Like, because I'm not really good at the choose your own like ending adventures. Yeah, now done. The next game, I think I'm gonna go and purchase Hitman 2, like gold edition, so it unlocks a bunch of like maps and stuff. Well, Minutemen, they're boring. Don't do the Minutemen. Yeah, I was thinking to side with synths. My initial my initial want was, well, like that's what I'm aiming to, but I started making a base in Fallout 4, and I started also getting all the power armor around the map. I started I looked it up where all the power armors are, and I'm just gonna make this this sort of hideout. I'm gonna do this hideout with my favorite armors, I guess, and then I'm gonna beat it. So I'm playing it slowly, but I'm not interested in like finishing it anytime soon. Sort of nice game to sometimes load in and just kind of like mess around in without like actually creating a new save, because it takes so long, so grindy, and it's always like something new's happening. You're like walking into the next town and it's like, yo, what's happening here? And there's always like cool shits written about the lore and stuff. In that term, that game is Big Boss. It's Big Boss, and nothing can compare with Fallout's lore. Maybe like Dark Souls lore or something can compare with like Fallout's lore. What else like interesting lore games out there are? Like BioShock is one of those good lore games. Just trying to like remember like something with a good lore. What do I have in my library? All right. Let's kill this for a second. Yeah, but the way that YouTube, I guess, works, I'm gonna have to restart the stream. I don't know if oh shit, what's going on? Okay, what can I put on? Yeah. Just played through GTA 5, GTA 4. Maybe load in some GTA 4. It's kind of like wacky too. It's all over the place. I haven't like yeah, some Nico Bellic. I'm super indecisive right now. I'm trying to like think of something to put on the image, so it's not like boring to look at the image right now. And I'm thinking, what should I put on? Dark void. Okay. Lore games. I don't know. It's really hard to think. Like anything. Oh, the Disco Elysium. I've played Disco Elysium and I never finished it, and I really want to know the ending. It really great game. Don't want any spoilers. Well, I'm headed out. Don't want any spoilers for GTA 4. See, oh, you never played GTA 4? Yeah, you play it through. It's great. Character is great. But I don't think I'm gonna be playing GTA 4. But in any case, have a good day. Disco Elysium. Disco. I started playing it on a different channel, like a year ago or something, and I didn't really like beat it through. It was a very heavy matter, a very heavy subject matter game. It's I'm gonna be probably ending for today as well. I don't know. It'll take me some time downloading Hitman. I'm gonna purchase it, and yeah, I'll see you around. See you around in the next stream. Probably the next RPG that I'm gonna be playing, because that's when the YouTube's gonna recommend my stuff. So anyway, let me end this. I'm gonna change the title a little bit. Ending best ending safe. All right, and everyone take cares. I'll probably restart. I might restart the stream. I might not. I just have to see how long will it take me to download everything. All right. I'm gonna set up unlisted, save, and end stream. Bye bye. Smooth.